So what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about internet computer and why you might regret ignoring this cryptocurrency going into the future, especially as we've seen the buyers really step up into the market in ICP to where they want to lift price up. But you know me, I'm going to keep it real. They might not have enough momentum to move price that high. Welcome everyone to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my information and price prediction that I produce here on the daily for these cryptocurrencies. In fact, here is a price prediction that we did on the 20th of March, looking for ICP to go lower. It did hit our ultimate TP price right there on April the 6th, 15.9% right there. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we will also get rid of this buy pocket right here. And you can see right here on the low of April the 7th that these buyers decided to become more active and they bounced the market right here by our buy pocket of $4. And the market's been going up. Now, the sad part is that yesterday and even the day before yesterday, the market was down 4.34% and then 2.5%. Again, it just shows you that the momentum may not be in the favor of the buyers right now. Okay, I'm just saying right now. It could potentially change, especially if the market reveals to us today, maybe even tomorrow, price continuing to try to lift through this sell pocket, because I know you guys don't see a sell pocket right here, but the sell pocket in ICP is currently right here. Here's the sell pocket there. And there's another one right here, but it's so close to this next one, I'm not going to draw it on the chart. So now let's go ahead and look at the market in ICP on a couple of different time frames. Here it is on the 2. Okay, so fantastic right here. This was a great 2-day price bar. The idea that you would expect to see following this 2-day price bar would be for the market to give you more strength and higher prices. However, look at the market now in ICP. Look at the last 2-day price bar. What did the price do? It went down back to the low, to the open of this prior 2-day bar. Again, it tells us that these sellers are still in the market right there around $5, $5.25, $5.50. The sellers have not moved. They're still there, willing to sell their ICP in the market. So we cannot expect a lot out of the buyers until they get more money to move the sellers out the way. Okay, look at the volume as well on this 2-day bar. Definitely came through. High volume from the last 2 days. So again, even though the market has gained some slight mobility and moving up in price, I think they just found out where the buyers were, because this 3-day bar, fantastic. The next 3-day price bar looks great. But then you got this current 3-day price bar, which we have 13 hours and 7 minutes left, doesn't look so great. I mean, the market's closing at the very bottom of the bar. Depending on how we close, it will tell us whether or not the sellers actually won, or did the buyers come back and was able to lift the close off of the lows. Okay, so keep your eyes open on the 3-day. Here's ICP on the 4. Okay, take a look at this on the 5. And here's on the weekly. Here's ICP on the 2 weeks, 3, 5, and the monthly chart. So it hasn't been great over the last couple of months for ICP, and pretty much almost every other altcoin in the market today. It hasn't been great. Every month, the market closed down lower than the prior month. Just simply shows you that the demand is not in the cryptocurrency space overall. Okay, so if you feel left out, if you feel alone, you're not alone. A lot of cryptocurrencies, they're not finding that demand or interest in people trying to buy more of it. Now, when there's hibernation and there's not a lot of interest being talked about, then that's usually when, big money comes in and purchases these altcoins. Okay, so just keep your eyes open and you'll see these buyers become more active. Okay, so here's ICP on the 5-hour chart. Okay, so again, I'm not too enthusiastic that this market is overly bullish. That's a buy pocket right there on the 5-hour. And here's another pocket for ICP right around here. Let's look at this on the 3. Here's ICP on the 1 hour. 3:30. Okay, so it looks like the market in ICP wants to go higher, given this right there, those 330-minute price bars. Okay, so one thing that you can tell that gives you a high probability of where price is trying to go is when you see weakness. For instance, this 330-minute price bar, right? That's weakness. The idea would be for price to continue to go down because the market sold off on that 330-minute price bar. But instead, the next 330, the market went up. So somebody bought ICP right here in this buy pocket. Okay. So literally, that person needs to come through and purchase ICP in order to have price not go lower. Okay. So now let me hit this on the daily. So we're going to look for the market in ICP to go higher. Okay. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to target this next sell pocket up here. Let me put this here though, because I don't want you all to think that I didn't mention it. This sell pocket right there. All right. So we're going to make that into a target. At the high of that sell pocket, it's like 7.5% move up. Our next target would be at $5.42, 10% there. Then our next target like at $5.61. That's around 14% move there. And that's it. We'll just keep it there for the moment. Okay. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.